I didn't lock the door tonight. I told myself it was too late, but somehow as I killed the light, I felt my hand hesitate. The keys still hang like they once did on that chipped ceramic plate. Your name's still carved into the wood. I trace it slow like I still could pretend this isn't what it is. I said I wouldn't wait again, but I still pause at every wind. Each creak, each echo through the floor still sounds like you just slipped in. I sit with silence like a guest, but that won't ever let me rest. And though I moved your things aside, I leave your coat just where it died, still hanging with a quiet pride. I didn't lock the door just in case your hands remember how the handle used to feel when you came in late December. I didn't lock the door, though I check it every night. It's the only lie I keep that still feels almost right. The world might see me move, but I stay where I was before. I didn't lock the door. The hallway holds your perfume, faint. The steps still grown beneath regret. I dust but never past your frame. It's like my grief is in cement. The curtain shifts like breath returned, but it's the breeze, not you, I learned. And still I fold a second towel and light the scent you used to howl about back when we laughed out loud. I hear your voice in radiator hum. It comes and goes like distant drum. I stack the mail, but leave yours near, unread, untouched for over a year. My hand was shook when turning keys. Now it just floats to voice the peace. A metal that will close it tight, the silence seal against the night. I leave it open just in spite. I didn't lock the door, even though the night gets colder. I still hope your shadow slips along the frame a little bolder. I didn't lock the door, though I tell myself I should. It's the last of thread that holds this breaking heart to something good. I turn the knob and freeze each time my feet cross that floor. I didn't lock the door. Maybe one day you'll come back, see the porch light still intact, feel the wind that's held your name like it was waiting in the rain. Maybe you won't say a thing, just stand there in that old coat swing, and I'll just nod and move aside. No questions asked, no reason why. You'll see the lock still rusted more because I never shut that door. I didn't lock the door, not because I thought you'd try, but because I couldn't bear to say another real goodbye. I didn't lock the door for you, not for the world. So if you ever feel the pull, this path is still unfurled. And if you never come, I'll know what it was for. I didn't lock the door. I didn't lock the door. I didn't lock the door. I still pour 2 cups every day, even though you're miles away. I set the table just the same. Your plate goes where it used to stay. I fold the blanket down, just leave room like you're just outside. The couch still knows your favorite seat. I leave it clear, keep it neat, like any minute you walk in, like nothing ended, nothing then. It's not that I believe you will, but maybe some small part of me still can't stand to see the space erase the shape you left, the little grace, the dent you made is still intact. I even lean like you react, the movie plays and I still haven't turned to share the second half with air that's learned to hold you back. I still made room for you in ways I don't control, like pulling back the curtain twice or checking for your coat. I still made room for you without meaning to, like sleeping on one side of bed or saying we not I instead. It's not a wish, a ghost I taste, it's just you left your shape in place. And I still make room for you. The closet space I never filled, your drugstore quiet, gently stealth. I bought new things but not for that. I leave your side untouched, intact. I dust around your favorite book and flinch each time I dare to look at photos I don't wanna move. They hold a warmth I can't remove, like sun that shines through tinted blue. I answer questions half aware, as if you're near, as if you care. I joke like you'll be in the room, then catch myself and taste the gloom. It's not that I expect a call, but I still glance when that light's falling. Every time I set our shoes, I pause and place an extra pair for habits I just can't undo. I still make room for you in ways I can't unlearn, like tucking in a second tower, leaving lights that burn. I still make room for you in little quiet ways, like checking if the fridge is full for things you like. Those days I don't pretend you're coming back, but somehow still I do, because I still make room for you. They say that time will fill the cracks, but I preserve the quiet tracks of where you sat and now you sat, or where you stood before goodbye. I think I'll breathe a bit to the left, because you'd always lean that way. And though I don't replay your voice, the air around me makes that choice. It bends, it shifts, it understands that I still hold you with my hands. I still make room for you without a second thought, like brushing crumbs from your old chair, or closing what you'd caught. I still make room for you, though it's been far too long, like keeping time to songs you hummed or pause. And when they're gone I move around this life I full of what we were, what we outgrew. But even in this brand new data space that still belongs to you, I don't know how to let that fade, or if I ever need to. So I still make room for you. Yeah, I still make room for you. I typed your name then paused again, stared at words I couldn't send. They tremble there in glowing light, yet faded fast into the night. I drafted lines about my heart, how I still feel the worlds apart. But as I hovered on sense so near, fear drowned the words I held so dear, and backspace took what once was clear. I tell myself it's safer this way, to hide the truth I can't convey, because a message unread stays soft and touched unsaid. But silence carries weight, you know, more than papers never show. Hold the ghost and glowing screen of what could have been, if I had been a little braver, less unseen. I wrote it then erased it. Confession in the dark, I typed your name and held my breath and killed the final mark. I wrote it then erased it, because I fear the truth would crack the fragile piece we had and break the fragile you. But in that moment I confessed more than words could take. I wrote it then erased it, for both our hearts' sake. I wrote about the nights alone, the echo of your name is tone, the empty pillow, silent sheets, the part of me that still repeats. Your laugh, your sigh, your absent face, your calls that never found their place. I tried to say what's in my chest, but felt this weight upon my chest and erased every line I expressed. I fear the message sent too late would open doors I couldn't close, and words once free may twist and fade in ways I never chose. So I keep them locked within the cold behind a shell, and a boat of quiet longing, hidden sound that never leaves this battleground. So erase it all, kept safe and bound. I wrote it then erased it, so no one saw the bleed of love that never truly left, of hopes I couldn't feed. I wrote it then erased it, before it hurt us both, because a written love untold I wash the sheets 100 times, still smells like you between the lines, like shadows soaked into the air. Your scent is something I still wear. It clings to curtains, fills the bed. It hides in everything you said. The closet breathes like you're inside. Each drawer still hums your quiet sigh. No matter what, I can't divide. I try to drown it out with spies, but sit my stand and winterize. I open windows, aired it out, but all it doesn't move about it lives in corners, lives in clothes. It's in the way the carpet holds the scent of something just now gone, but never far, lingers on like every trace before the dawn. It still smells like you, no matter what I do. Like whispers soaked in fabric folds that don't forget the truth. It still smells like you in rooms you never use, in empty chairs and worn out clothes and boots you never move. You're gone, but still I breathe like I'm inhaling proof. It still smells like you. I changed the soap, I changed my skin, but every breeze pulls you back in. The shirt you left still holds your laugh. I press it close, then let it pass. I light a match, the smoke just sways, then twists into your name and stays. I scrub the floor, I spray the walls, but every scent becomes recall. How you made this place feel small. The hallway holds your coffee trace, the blanket smells like your embrace. I bought new towels that wore fast, like memories too strong to mask. The kitchen sink is into pine, but under it you intertwine. I breathe you in then hold you tight, like breath could bring you back to life, or make the scent not ache so right. It still smells like you, more when I try to hide. Each candle it just builds the haze where memories reside. It still smells like you in things you never touched, in spaces I've already cleaned but never dared too much. I breathe and there you are, like perfume worn by truth. It still smells like you. I wonder if you recognize the room beneath the same disguise, or if the air will call you home through things I couldn't leave alone. I sleep with windows cracked just right to let your scent return at night. A ghost aware like second skin, a sweet and sharp like something thin, still stitched between the dust and floor, still breathing through an open door. It still smells like you, even when light breaks in. The dawn just heats whenever left and pulls it through my skin. It's still, and I've run out of ways to clean the love you left behind that lingers in this place. So I breathe deep and float the air I once called true. It still smells like you. It still smells like you. It still smells like you. There I stood outside your door one night, hand raised but I missed the light. The number glowed beneath my thumb, but I just stared and came undone. One message typed in backspace twice, I couldn't make the tone sound right. The street was quiet, cold and bare, but I could almost feel you there. I almost reached but didn't dare. The distance wasn't measured far, just a hallway, just a car, but somehow every step I take felt like a fault I couldn't fake. I made it to your building gate, but couldn't push past all that weight, the fear, to hope the echoes edge that final pause before the ledge were words to solve instead of pledge. I almost reached you, my hand was in the air, but I dropped it like a fragile thought that couldn't bear your stare. I almost reached you with words I never spoke, with texts I typed 100 times and buried like a joke. The signal blinked, the line was clear, but I turned off the view. I almost reached you, but I never made it through. I walked past places we had been, thinking I'd see your face again. I wore the shirt you liked the most, hoping you would haunt me like a ghost. The scent I wore, the route I chose, were all the ways I tried to close the space that grew when I withdrew, and all the things I didn't do when almost was the best I knew. They say regret's a heavy stone, but mine feels shaped like my own phone. Like every time I almost called and froze instead and let it fall. Each note I sang inside my head was something I had left unsaid. Each word that might have opened wide was one I left to right inside. And now they're stacked with love or die. I almost reached you, but almost doesn't count. It fades like footprints on the shore that never made it out. I almost reached you, I even crossed the street, but turned around and told myself you'd rather not repeat. I built a bridge with solid bricks, but never walked it through. I almost reached you, and maybe you almost did too. But what if I had pressed send that night? Would you have answered out of spite? What if I had said I'm still yours? Would you have opened up the doors? I'll never know, I shut it down before the words could lose or drown. I almost reached across the dark, but held too tightly to my mark, and now you're fading further still, beyond the edge of what I will. I almost reached you with every inch of me, but stopped before the final breath, afraid of what I see. I almost reached you, I stood right at the line, but let the silence steal the chance and swallowed every sign. And now I hold the echo close of what I couldn't do. I almost reached you. I almost reached you. I almost reached you. You packed your things, you closed the door, took every trace from every drawer, the photos, notes, your coat, your rings. You left with all your favorite things, but something in the air still stays, like love forgot to pack its days. Your laugh still echoes in the sink, your silence fills the space I blink, and every breath still makes me think the sofa lost your shape in time, but warmth remains like old design. The light so bends the way you smiled. It hits the wall, but feels it fire. The coffee still brews far too much, as if your hands might need that touch. I swear you left with perfect art, except you forgot one part. You forgot to take your heart. You forgot to take your heart. It's hearing all the sounds. The floor still creaks the way you move. The mirror blurs your frowns. You forgot to take your heart. It lingers in the air, in songs we played, and lights we dimmed, and shirts you used to wear. You're left with every bag in sight, but left behind the part that once made everything feel right. You forgot to take your heart. The drawers don't smell like you no more, but sometimes when I cross the floor, I hear your breath in evening winds, as if you left your soul within. The kettle sings your morning hum. The door still knows the way you come. Your books are gone, but not the feel of reading things that felt so real. You left, but not the way to heal. The two-base cap stays loose like that. The bed still dips at 10:30. The way you curled into the sheet still haunts the rhythm of my feet. I tried to cleanse, repaint the place, but found your touch in empty space. You took your clothes, your keys, your start, but somehow left your beating part. You forgot to take your heart. You forgot to take your heart. It's folded in my bed, it's speaking through the radio, and everything you said. You forgot to take your heart. Though I know you meant to go, somehow you left the only thing that made the silence glow. A dust that sweep a light I write, but can't pull us apart, 'cause somewhere in this quiet night you forgot to take your heart. Maybe it's under all the songs and melodies we left too long, resting in the second chair, still waiting for your evening stare. Maybe you meant to leave it here to see if I would persevere. Maybe hearts don't pack with these, they stick to walls like winter breeze. And now I'm left to guard the part of you that didn't make the cut. You forgot to take your heart, and now it lies with mine. To ghosts and spaces we once knew, to pulses out of time. You forgot to take your heart. Though I watch you disappear, you vanish fast without a glance, but something stay right here. And maybe I should send it on return. Was torn apart, but I still talk to what you left. You forgot to take your heart. You forgot to take your heart. I locked the door, I turned the key. The distance where your name would be. I boxed your things and swept the floor. Erased the notes you left before. I wiped the glass, I cleaned the frames. I whispered less, forgot your games. Changed the locks, I shut the light, but somehow couldn't seal it tight, 'cause I left one thing inside. I kept the window open wide, the one that faced the eastern side, where morning light would find your face and fill the room with quiet grace. Inside you linger there, in every breeze that slips right in. I hear the trace of where you've been. I taste your voice beneath my skin. I kept the window open for reasons I can't say. Maybe for the sound cracks, I patched the wall, I rearranged the photos all. I burned the letters, cleared the drawer, but still you echo through the floor. The room feels changed, but not quite free. It holds the space you used to be. And when the air moves through my hair, I think of fans that once were there, and now the silence breeds your care. I've tried to sleep with shutters closed, but dreams just find a place you go. No lock can keep the air from you, no boat can make the past untrue. So I leave it just a little wide. The pain, you leaned against your side and hope the wind might bend again, with whispers soft as if to send the piece of you that didn't end. I kept the window open, like maybe you forgot. I sent a sound, a simple breath, and time alone cannot. I kept the window open, even through the storms. The rain came in, the curtains danced in shapes that felt like forms. You're gone and yet the air still speaks in ways too quiet, unspoken. The house is closed, the rooms are neat, but I kept the window open. What if one night the breeze brings back the footsteps I believe to crack? What if the wind retraces slow the path you took not long ago? I don't expect the door to swing, but still I leave the silent wing. A portal not to pull you near, but just to keep the memory clear. The sky still knows the shape you wore, so I leave space for something more. I kept the window open, though I don't watch the street, though I don't count the passing cars or echoes at my feet. I kept the window open for reasons I don't think, maybe to let you go in full or call you just the same. The air still hums your favorite key, the light still drapes unbroken. I closed the rest, I locked the weed, but I kept the window open. I kept the window open. I kept the window open. You stood by the open door, keys in and eyes on the floor. You said take care, I said to you too, but neither of us pushed it through. You shifted away, your fingers curled as if to pause and stay in world, but I just smiled and let you go. And now the space is all I know, a moment missed, too soft to show. I could've crossed a step between, could've said what I really mean, but words felt clumsy, far too loud, and silence wrapped me like a shroud. I watched you turn without a sound, and all my reasons held me down. I should've moved, I should've tried, but I just let the moment slide, and now I hold it deep inside. I should've held you when goodbye was near. I should've pulled you close enough to drown the fear and clear. I should've held you like the words fell short, like maybe I could say it best, what voices can't transport. You stood right there a breath away, but I just let it through. And ever since that Friday day, I should've held you. The cold you wore still haunts my dreams. I see a ripple in moonbeams. I wake with arms around the air as if your warmth could still be there. The hallway echoes softer now, like something waiting to allow. But I can't cross the line in time, it's locked inside a silent rhyme that faded with your walking line. They say a hug can end a war, can say the things we're aching for, but I just stood and bit my lip, afraid of what might start to slip. You didn't beg, you didn't plead, just left with all the quiet need. And I replay it every night, that single second I lost sight of how to make the moment right. I should've held you with both of my arms before you slipped into the night and out of all my charms. I should've held you like we never fought, like all the tears and years we shared were wrapped in what we brought. You gave me space, I gave you back what I can't undo, and now I live inside the lack. I should've held you. Maybe hugs can heal what's cracked or hold the truth we always lacked. Maybe you were waiting too for something brave, for something true, but all I gave was measured breath, and that became a kind of death. A chance to reach, a chance to say that we were more than drifting gray. but arms stay low and hearts stay shy. Well, time just let us say goodbye. I should have held you, and maybe you'd have stayed, or maybe not, but I would know the love and not decay. I should have held you with nothing left to prove, just wants to show you all the depth my quiet couldn't move. Instead I'm left with ghosts that pull where you once passed through. No matter how the world turns full, I should have held you, I should have held you. We never said what this should be. No labels drawn, no guarantees. We met in silence, talked in code, shared secrets down the hidden roads. You held my gaze like you knew more, but left before I reached the door. We laughed like lovers, fought like friends, and wrote no start and marked no end. I still don't know what message sent. You didn't call me yours or mine, but stages past the crossing line. I never knew how much to give or what we were, or how to live inside the blur we let exist. The closeness brushed but always missed. And now I scroll through fading signs of maybe we love and borrow lines, still tracing what we left behind. I still don't know what we were, but I feel it every day. A shadow that won't leave the light, a song that doesn't play. I still don't know what we were. No title fits the burn, no label fits the way you stayed or how you didn't turn. I can't define the ghost of us, but still it makes me stir. I don't know what we called it, but I still know what we were. You showed up when the room felt cold, then vanished when the truth got bold. We talked like we had something deep, but left too much for thoughts to keep. I told myself it wasn't real, but missed the way you made me feel. You whispered names I'd never wear, and left your scent still in the air. I breathed it in like something rare. I searched for proof in things we did, but meanings always seem to skid. We almost kissed, we almost broke, but never lit the final smoke. Now all I have are phantom ties and nights that echo your replies. Not quite a love, not just a friend, not close enough to start or end a riddle. Time won't help to mend. I still don't know what we were, but I can't let it go. You live inside my questions still, in places I don't show. I still don't know what we were, but I know how it felt, like something warm and undefined that taught me how to melt. I call it love, then take it back, then call it something blurred, but deep inside I always knew. I still know what we were. Maybe we were almost things, a chorus with our songs to sing, a sentence left without a dot, a touch that stayed then turned a knot. But in the space you used to fill, the air remembers you until I say your name. It still shakes like something more than just mistakes. So maybe that's the shape we take. I still don't know what we were, and maybe that's okay. Some stories live without a frame and still refuse to fade. I still don't know what we were, but in my quiet mind you walk the halls I never lock, in ways no one can find. It's not a love, it's not a blur, it's more than I prefer. But when I miss the unnamed way, I still know what we were. I still know what we were. Yeah. Someone said a name too low, not yours, but close enough to throw me right back into that sound. The way you call me in a crowd. The train door hissed, I turned my head as if your voice had just been said. But silence left behind my spine, like I still hear you out of time and flinch and hope that isn't mine. It's not like I expect your face, but habits don't forget their place. A cologne is the winter air, and suddenly I'm standing there. My heart reacts before my mind, like grief rewired how I'm tired. A flash of shoes, a coat to red, and I'm already looking back instead of letting go like people say. I still turn around like you might be behind, just out of reach, just near enough to flicker in my mind. I still turn around without a reason why. It's not belief, it's just a pull like breath before a cry. The world keeps walking past me slow, but I still scan the crowd. No matter what the seasons show, I still turn around. The grocery line, a ringing tone, I check my phone like you're alone and maybe try to call again. Though we both know how long it's been, the coffee shop still holds your seat, and I avoid that side of the street, but sometimes center shade of life can build your ghost along my path. Yeah, and break the calm my house. They say body knows before the mind accepts the closing door, and maybe that's why feet still twist when voices echo through the mist. I catch a shape in passing rain and feel the memory replay like muscle trained to find your eyes. The random faces, crowded skies, so caught in reflex I can't disguise. I still turn around, though I've learned you're not there. Just shadow shaped like yesterdays that vanish in the air. I still turn around, though nothing ever waits. The pause, the gas, the microbeats still open memories' gates. I don't believe in second chances or footsteps in the ground, but somewhere deep the moment dances and I still turn around. What if love just rewires light, and every corner holds your sight? What if we never truly part, but echo in the softest part? I don't reach out, I don't pursue, but something know what scans for you. A glance, a turn, a breath drawn deep in places where you used to sleep. My body's truth before my soul knows just to still turn around. I still turn around, and maybe that won't fade. Maybe love these prints to stay in every move I make. I still turn around, it's quiet but it's real. A pull that lingers in my chest, too soft to fight or feel. You're gone but not in all my ways, not in this world surround. And even if you're far away, I still turn around. I still turn around. I still turn around. I still leave your cup on the right, fold your blanket every night. The mirror fogs like when you stayed. I wipe around the print you made, the shoes you left up by the door. I don't wear yours, not anymore. The chair still leans the way you sat. I fix it, then I bend it back, like you just left and might come back. My friends say I shouldn't go, that silence doesn't mean hello, but echoes always know your name. And nothing here has felt the same. I talk to shadows on the wall, like somehow they might break the fall. I know the clock keeps ticking on, but some nights still feel just as long as the one where you ever come back. If you ever come back, everything is where it was. I haven't moved a single thing, not even all the dust. If you ever come back, your scent is in the sheets. I hum the song you used to play, the key still on the beat. The nightlight still turns on at 7, just if you ever come back. You know exactly where I was. Your sweater's draped across the cherry, catches light like you were there. The window falls, the kettle hums, the toaster pops and no one comes. I learned to cook the way you like, but barely eat. The room's too quiet, I change the flowers every week. The petals fall, but still they speak your name through every little leaf. The air still bends like when you breathe. I catch it sometimes underneath. I press my ear against the floor, just hoping I might hear once more. The sound of steps would gently make the pause before the floor would break. And though the world has moved along, this place still plays your quiet song, and I still keep the hallway on. If you ever come back, I've kept the coffee warm. I poured 2 cups for every day since you've been gone this long. If you ever come back, I'll try not to say much. You'll hear it all, and now I stare and now I never touch. The photo frame still leans like the night you dropped your brush. If you ever come back, you'll find the pieces where they crush. Maybe I don't wanna heal, maybe I just wanna feel that door swing open just once more, even if it slams like before. Maybe I don't need a man, maybe I just wanna bend under the weight of all we're and all will never be again. The house has never really changed, just quieted the echoes range. If you ever come back, the clock will still be wrong. It froze the night you said goodbyes and moved since you were gone. If you ever come back, you won't need keys or calls. The light stays on the window crack, the shoe's still in the hall. If you ever come back, you'll hear your name in there. You smell the way the quiet cares. You know I never looked ahead, I stay where you last said. If I ever come back, and I said I'll be here. The clock above the kitchen sink still ticks the same as when you blinked. Before you turned and left the frame, before I knew you wouldn't stay. I checked the hinges yesterday, they're moving like they always do, but nothing feels a minute new. The second hand keeps spinning on, but time is wrong now that you're gone. The calendar has turned its face, the pages flutter, leave no trace, but I still feel the same old hour, the one where silence gained its power. I eat at 8, sleep close to 2 like muscle memory of you. The sunlight crawls across the floor, but every morning feels the fall. You walked out through the kitchen door. The clock hasn't moved, at least now where it counts. It still says 3:14 to me, that's when your voice ran out. The clock hasn't moved, though it ticks without a sound. It counts the time I can't escape, it just goes round and round. I've changed the batteries twice, but it still keeps your truth. The clock hasn't moved, the clock hasn't moved. The microwave blinked 12 again, resetting when the storms begin. The power cuts, the lights return, but not the one for which I yearn. Your cup is clean, still on the rack, like you might pour and take it back. The ticking fills the hollow walls, but nothing deep inside me falls. Not even tears, just time that stalls. They say to mark the days ahead, to plan new hopes, forget what's dead, but I can't carve another year when everyone still brings you near. I freeze when I hear ticking loud, like it's your voice behind the cloud. I swear it stops when I exhale, like time itself forgot to sell, or waits for you to lift the veil. The clock hasn't moved, not since you stepped outside. No seasons changing, curtains fade, it still holds back the tide. The clock hasn't moved, though I've tried to twist the truth. It whispers back in perfect beat the moment I lost you. I try to cover with noise, but hours feel like something real. Not numbers, time, forgot to feel. I sit beneath the ticking face and wonder if it keeps your pace, or if it's stuck because I am a headless ghost, a broken plan. The timepiece marks the one I knew, still ticking in the shape of you. The clock hasn't moved, it just pretends to try. A fragile loop I can't break out, no matter how I cry. The clock hasn't moved, even though it sways. With every breath, with every doubt, I live the same old days. I walk in circles round this room, like hours on repeat. The clock hasn't moved, it's counting just for me. The clock hasn't moved since you stopped loving me. I say your name inside my head, but out loud it feels like lead, like chewing glass that won't dissolve. A sound my throat can't quite resolve. In conversation I deflect, pretend I never heard the text that asked me how you been these days. I look away, rephrase, delay, then change the subject, drift away. They think I moved on clean and fast, the time just buried all the past. But names are different when they burn, they echo back with every turn. I'm out the letters, lose my voice, my chest tightens without choice. It's not just pain, it's memory of every you still stuck in me. That sound still holds me breathlessly. Your name still hurts my mouth, like salt inside a cut. I flinch before the second syllable, and freeze before it shuts. Your name still hurts my mouth, it's heavy in my cheek. It rises up and turns to ash before I get to speak. So I just nod or fake a laugh and swallow down the sound. Your name still hurts my mouth. I've learned to dodge it in my sleep, to bite my tongue before it leaves. It sneaks between the lines I write, like ink that bleeds through every night. I train my lips to speak of you as someone that I sorta knew, but still in dreams I call you full. No edits made, no tag, no pull, then wake with silence thick and dull. I tried to say it one last week to prove my voice was finally free, but halfway through I felt you there, like ghosts pulled tight against the air. It wasn't just a string of sounds, it was your breath, your laugh, your frown. So I just let it trail away. Another word I couldn't say, a truth I couldn't let obey. Your name still hurts my mouth, like wind against a bruise. I almost say it just in thought, but stop the moment and I choose. Your name still hurts my mouth. It's bitter, soft and sweet, a melody with razor notes that drive me to my knees. So I just hum another line and let the silence douse. Your name still hurts my mouth. Nothing held beneath the seam, or does your jaw still twitch the same at every echo of my name? Do you pause or keep it smooth, like time erased the grooves, or do you feel that little stab that proves the voice still has its grab? Because I trade peace for just one truth, that it still hurts for you. Your name still hurts my mouth, no matter what I try. It stings like things I didn't say, like your last soft goodbye. Your name still hurts my mouth, like vows wrapped in glass. It cuts me with remembering each time I let it pass. So I just keep it locked inside inside when no one hears it out. Your name still hurts my mouth. Your name still hurts my mouth. Your name still hurts my mouth. I keep replaying that night, the streetlight flicker, the fight, the way your eyes stop meeting mine, like something snapped to warn to shine. You cross your arms, I missed the cue. I reached for words, but none felt true. The coffee cup between us steamed, like time itself was breaking seams, and neither of us really screamed. Your voice was calm, your hands were still, but every word bent past my will. You said it's fine, I knew it lied, but couldn't break my stubborn pride. I watched you nod, then grab your coat. I saw the pause before you spoke, but let the silence drag its chain, instead of standing in the rain to say what still runs through my brain. I keep replaying that night, frame by broken frame, the way you looked, the way you sighed, the way I missed your name. I keep replaying that night, as if I could rewind, say all the things I left unsaid, and shift the stars in time. But memory's a looping ghost that plays in faded light, and every version hurts the most. I keep replaying that night, the way you stood before the door, half in, half out, unsure of more. I should have begged, I should have cried, but all I did was stand and hide. You asked me once, is this the end? I heard it wrong, I played pretend, as if we'd have another round, as if you turn, I'll leave the ground. But echoes don't make seconds sound. I scroll through texts I didn't send, the jokes we used, the way we bend. I see your shadow in my screen, like that night burned into the scene. The lamplights hum, your shifting weight, the way you leaned into the gate. You left so slow, like one last chance for me to stop you with the glance, but I just watched the last romance. I keep replaying that night, though it never plays out right. I say too much or not enough, I lose you either fight. I keep replaying that night, like it owes me some release, but every version cuts the same, it never brings me peace. I hear your voice, the slipping sound of footsteps taking flight. No matter how I spin it round, I keep replaying that night. Maybe if I spoke too soon, you'd stay beneath that silver moon. Or maybe if I stayed more still, you'd read the truth I didn't spill. But all I do is edit dreams and chase the truth in broken scenes where time won't let me improvise. So I rerun the same goodbye, 1,000 cuts, a single night that won't dissolve into the light. I keep replaying that night till morning takes it back, the closing door, the parting breath, the love we couldn't pack. I keep replaying that night, though nothing ever shifts, it's just a film I can't escape, a loop that always drifts. But in that reel you still exist, in pause and flickering light, so I keep watching just in case. I keep replaying that night. I keep replaying that night. I keep replaying that night. You show up when the lights go down, and in shifting shades of blue and brown. You're laughing in a crowded room, then suddenly it's just the moon. Your voice is softer than the air, but every word is crystal clear. You reach for me, I take your hand, and nothing else needs to be planned. Inside this world I understand. You're always dressed the way I knew, with little things that still feel true. The way your lips curve when you smile, that tilt you had, that steady style. We walk through places we once knew, but none of them feel cold or new. I know it's not reality, but here you're right in front of me, the only place you seem to be. I only see you in dreams, but time forgets to run, where everything we lost returns and shadows meet the sun. I only see you in dreams, when nothing else feels right. You hold me like you never left and vanished with the light. I try to stay, to stretch the seams, but morning always screams. I only see you in dreams. You talk about the things we missed, the trips we planned, the nights we kissed. You ask me how I've been these days, I lie and say I'm okay always. Then you just nod and stroke my cheek and say the words I couldn't speak, like everything we meant to say got stored in dreams and found a way to echo where we drift away. You never ask me why I cry, but wipe the tears and say goodbye. Like even in your second life, you know the cost, you feel the knife. And though it's just a thread of night, you glow with something warm and right. I try to follow, hold you close, but dreams is all like whispered ghosts and leave me longing the most. I only see you in dreams, when nothing needs to end, where silence doesn't feel so sharp and time becomes a friend. I only see you in dreams, when morning waits outside, and all the pain we left behind can finally subside. But when I wake, the sun screams and memory redeems that I only see you in dreams. I've tried to sleep the whole day through, to stay inside that world with you, where I'm not just a hollow shell, where I can breathe and speak and dwell. But no alarm can pause the fate, no prayer can hold what dreams have made. You're gone again before I rise, like stars that fall from morning skies. Still I close my eyes and try. I only see you in dreams, and maybe that's enough to feel your warmth, to hear your name in space is kinda rough. I only see you in dreams, but they were still the same. No distance, grief or time to blame, no silence left to tame. So if tonight the starlight gleams, I'll slip into those dreams, where I still see you in dreams, where I still see you in dreams. The last thing you said wasn't loud, just slid beneath the traffic sound. It might have been a simple bye or something softer I let fly. I didn't ask you to repeat it, I thought we'd talk again next week. But now it plays 1,000 times, like every echo ends in chimes that fall like glass inside my mind. I try to guess the tone you meant. Was it regret? Was it content? The way you blinked before the word felt like a sentence I It wasn't bitter, wasn't sweet, just quiet, hollow, incomplete. I asked my parents, shift and wait, and then the door to sound the way. Now all I do is speculate. The last thing you said is louder now than screams. It cuts through every song I play. It interrupts my dreams. The last thing you said still floats around this place. It stains the walls, it dims the light, it slows my breathing pace. I thought I'd hear you one more time, but that was it instead. I live inside the after sound of the last thing you said. I've searched old texts, I've checked the time, replayed your voice line after line. Your lips had moved, I saw them part, but missed the meaning, missed the start. Did you say love or just take care? Or maybe just exhale the air? I whispered guesses in the dark and held them close like fading sparks, but nothing lands, it just departs. The silence has grown so loud, it fills the corners thick and proud. But even now I think I hear a tone, a sigh, a word unclear, like static through a broken phone. The kind of truth that's never known. I cling to sound that may not be, because it's all you left with me. A final note without a key. The thing you said still circles through my chest. It rattles like a loose regret that won't allow me rest. The last thing you said was barely even there, but now it holds the weight of years of love, a fear of air. I never thought a phrase so small could live inside my head, but I can't leave the moment. Still the last thing you said. Maybe it was see you soon, or just drive safe, or call me noon. Or maybe you just meant goodbye, but dress it up so it could lie. I wish I asked, I wish I knew what tone you meant to filter through. But now I play it like a song, a single line forever wrong, and every silence since then grew from the last words I got from you. The last thing you said is everything I keep. It echoes through the quiet nights and sings me into sleep. The last thing you said is both the start and end, a phrase I never understood but treat just like a friend. I'll carry it until I fade, until the lines are thread, because I never got a second one. Just the last thing you said. The last thing you said. The last thing you said. I left the light on when you left. Your name still lingers in my breath. The key you used is by the door. I can't move anything anymore. The silence is in every chair, like you might still be standing there. Your shoes untouched beneath the bed. I fold a blanket where you slept, as if it keeps your shape instead. Wasn't me who closed the door, was I silent for too long? If I had 1 second more, would you still be gone? In the stillness I replay every word I didn't say. My voice now echoes off the floor, like it's still waiting at the core of something we can't hold no more. I left the light on in case you change your mind. I left the light on so you can still find mine. Even if you're gone, I'm here with hope still on. The hallway glows in silent tone. It keeps me from feeling alone. Every flicker pulls me back to the night our world went cold, but still half full. Your jacket's hanging in the hall. I hear you laughing, random songs. The dates feel right, but something's wrong. The mirror holds a softer face since you were here. This frozen place, I closed the blind before the sun. Like time stands still and never runs. I leave your playlist always on. Do you dream about this room? Do your footsteps pass this door? Do you feel the way I do? Like you're still here once more. Even now I leave it on, so you can see you still belong. Trace the outline of your hand, left in steam on glass I plan to wipe but never really can. I left the light on in case you miss this time. I left the light on, still hoping you'll be mine. Even in the dark, you want a piece of spark. I let the shadows spill and bend as if they whisper you again. And though your face begins to blur, the ache in me is still so sure. I left the light on. I left the light on. Maybe this is how it ends. No grand fight, just faded bands. But if love leaves marks behind, you're still burned into my mind. Every night I glow the same, calling softly out your name. I count the steps from wall to wall as if your feet might match them all. I'm not waiting to be saved, I just want you to be brave. To walk back through the dark, I brave a life, but you still softly stay. I left the light on in case you turn around. I left the light on for love I never drowned. Even when you fade, my heart is never strayed. I left